Hey everybody, Charlie here. Welcome back to Gunsmith. And today, we're gonna be making Kevlar. Yeah. Research for the Kevlar helmets is done. I'm starting Kevlar armor now, but we can get started on Kevlar helmets today, right now since the research is done. One thing I am gonna do though, is I'm gonna come over to the orders tab, and you see this really big order for the US police forces. They want a whole bunch of CV-47s. They want a whole bunch of pistols, gloves, Mark I rifles. This is like a giant US SWAT team order, and I can't get it filled because the other smaller orders keep taking the supply from the bigger order, and that's because this is the automation rule. That's just what it's supposed to do. So I'm gonna turn this off temporarily. We're gonna prioritize selling manually for the time being. We'll have the computer go ahead and accept all the orders, but I want to get this order filled because it's worth almost $2 million, and I don't want it to expire. Plus, our reputation, actually, with the United States is not all that great, so if I fulfill that order, that's probably going to bump me up there a little bit, too. Not that it really matters right now, but it will. We have a ton of space here, too. This is our rifle factory. This is the one that's making those RK1 rifles. I think I'm going to try ST1 pistols in this factory right here in this space, so we can at least get those done. But before we do that, I want to get Kevlar going. And to do that, I want to get Kevlar going in a whole new factory. Let's go to the UK. Yeah, let's go to the UK. I think most likely Kevlar would be in the fabrics department, I would think. So let's make a fabrics factory. And I want to have this whole factory being dedicated to nothing but helmets and Kevlar vests. So we're just going to specialize in that, just straight up. I will have to go in here and manually manage these orders for the time being to get little bits of cash here and there. But I really want this stock to build up so I can get that order fulfilled. All right, so let's start this. Cookbook, Kevlar helmets. What does this take? Let's work backwards for this. I want boxing machine. We'll pop this anywhere, just out in the open so nothing else gets in the way. Merger machine will eventually kick out the helmets. And you know what? We might be able to do this actually with two separate sides because there's going to be a lot of helmets and stuff being made. Let's just do one for now. We don't need to make this more complicated. Do one for now. Okay. Now, on this side, we have the Kevlar helmet encased. And that's going to kick out into this machine too. So that's going to be one side. On the other side of this, we need just the helmet fabric. Okay, so the helmet fabric is going to kick out, let's say, on this side. And that's a really easy one. That's just done. Kind of interesting, but that's just done. This side also needs a plastic former to kick out this helmet frame. We're going to go through 3 levels of heat here. So I think we can probably, yeah, we'll do actually 3 levels. It's okay. We'll heat this to 3 levels. I think that's probably all right. Yeah, that should work. And then the plastic blocks just go through here. So plastic blocks get heated 3 levels, become helmet frame. That part of the sequence is organized here. This part of the sequence is just the sheet and the fabric cutter. So that's done. It's this part that's the complicated part. So why don't we take this stuff, we'll move it right. Actually, this stuff is all gonna go, okay, so this is the main former. This stuff is all gonna go in here. Okay, so there's 2 separate formers. Okay, let's try this. This will be one side of it. The other side of it, we need a dryer. Okay, that's cool. We're gonna need an armor press. We're gonna need a resin machine. Now this is getting interesting. We're gonna need a cutter machine. And then finally, we're gonna need the dispenser. Whoa, this is a Kevlar dispenser. Hello. That thing is giant. Such a big, this is a dispenser? Well, actually, I think the Kevlar comes on rolls, doesn't it? Doesn't Kevlar come on rolls? Yeah. big old Kevlar rolls. We'll try 20 rolls just to start our supply. But give me a second here. So if we're looking at this, and I wanna make sure we fulfill. See this order here, it would have robbed all the guns from the bigger order. Do we fill the bigger order? No, we couldn't have, because I'm doing it myself. Yeah, so this one here, right? I wanna fill this first. We could totally do these. This one here can actually get filled right now. Do you remember the old days when we used to have to fill our own orders? That's what we're doing now, okay? But see, if I would have had the automated fulfillment here, it would have robbed all these rifles from here. So I want this one filled first, and then we fill this one. Okay, so let's take a look here. So for the cookbook, we'll leave this open. The end of the line is going to output the Kevlar helmets. So there we go. This merger machine is going to output Kevlar helmet encased. Okay. And that gets kicked into here along with whatever gets kicked out of this machine. And we'll see the timings on these and figure out the ratios on the machines and stuff here too. So if, like, I just need to get them all set up and then we can see what all that stuff is. So this one here is going to output fabric sheets. No, this outputs fabric sheets. And then this creates the helmet fabric. There we go. Okay, that's a 2-second crafting speed on a 1-second output, and the craft requires 2 of these. So this is perfect just the way it is. Okay. Then this is a 2-second craft, requires K helmet dried and a helmet frame. That's these 2 things. So you're gonna need to be the helmet frame, which is a 2-second craft. These are all instant, and you are outputting the plastic blocks, which is a 1-second output. Okay, so we need this to go into 2 of these. Gotcha. Okay. So what we're gonna do here is we'll wanna come down here, move you down a little bit, stick you up here, grab a 2-way splitter off the end of this. And then we can just pop in 2 of you, just bam, bam, like this. Nope, wrong one. This one. We could just do that. So it comes out of here, 1 per second, through the heaters, into the 2-way splitter. The 2-way splitter gets this. It's a 2-second craft. Okay? Those are helmet frames. So we're able to make 1 helmet frame per second, basically. So then, this is 2 seconds. 1 helmet frame per second would be double that. We'll look at it. Let's just continue. So I want a dried helmet from this. That's a 2-second. From you, I want the helmet pressed. From you, I want the helmet formed. From you, I want... let's take a look at the helmet real quick. This is the Kevlar sheet. So K helmet sheet. And then you are outputting Kevlar sheets. And 1 roll is going to give us 75 sheets. Another one of those deals. Okay. And you output at what? 1 per second on this side. So 2 sheets is going out here. It takes 2 seconds to craft, but we need 3 of them. Whatever. Keep it at 2 seconds. It's easier that way. Resin tank S. Resin tank S. Now that's a material that's not showing up here. But you need resin tank. So where do we get that? It's not in a... The resin tank S. It doesn't seem to be in any of my menus right now. Oh, here it is. Resin machine. Yeah, the resin machine. Okay. So you're... Wait, you... Huh? Wait. Oh, how do I get resin tank? Oh, you know what? Maybe it's a market thing? Okay, it's a market thing. We buy it direct. you don't have a machine producing this. We buy it direct, and this is part of the dispenser. So this is going to hold that resin, right? It's going to hold the resin. But what? Oh, wait. I'm so confused. What? Do we dispense it out of a regular dispenser? Maybe that's it? But this is a dispenser. Oh, it's a resin machine. Maybe it doesn't dispense. Ah, okay, it doesn't dispense. Okay, so we need this. Let me just pop that there, no big deal. Have you come in, like, do you fit there, or do you need to be moved over one? You're a big opening on the left side. You need to be here. Okay. And then this tank is going to oh, that looks cool. That roller. That's cool. And it looks like it comes out on this side. Interesting. There's no room for repairs there, though, so we need to take a step back on this right about here. It's okay. I want to see it come out of the machine anyway. There we go. There we go. All right. So you are going to dispense resin. You're making this out of the Kevlar sheet, and you're dispensing the Kevlar sheet. Perfect. All that stuff is then going to get kicked out of this. Which, again, I just want to see it come out anyway, so we're going to do that. Move you there, and then on this side, we will use one of these little arms, like plates like this. Like that. Kevlar cut. Gets formed with the resin dispenser. Resin gets kicked out 1 every 2 seconds, and this is a 2-second craft. So that all that just lines right up. Then we get the inputs. 2 seconds into the press, right? Comes in, press, 2 seconds into the dry. And then I think we probably want 2 merger machines, since we're going to be... Like, everything else is lining up to 2 seconds except for the plastic former with the helmet frames. With those, I can make twice the supply. So the interesting thing here could be... This is interesting. What we could do is this. Because everything else lines up perfectly for 2 seconds as a production time. Right? Except we're double producing here. So what we do instead is we have one of these machines. Actually, let's line it up right next to it. It takes up a lesser footprint, doesn't it? If we go about like this, what we could do is have one go this way, right? And then one of these just goes into a bin. And now this is producing for another line of these at the same time as being perfectly like lined up for this. That would work. So this is the helmet encased. All the way to here, right? And then this needs to find its way into this machine too. So now all we need to do is move this into position. And then we take a belt and go from here to there. We can pop this right up on there, probably. I actually don't know that. Probably not, actually, because there's a little bit of a lip here. So we'll just extend that one. Go like that. And actually, now that we have that, we could scoot over a little bit. So that's the whole sequence for helmets. It doesn't take up that much space at all. We could make so many helmets with this, right? And then we just get... I want a longer belt, just because I want to see it come out. We'll go like this, go like that, and then give me an end of the line. Over here is fine. To take up less space. So this whole setup right here is done. This is helmets. So I think we run this. I think that's a good thing to run. So let's highlight all of this. Make sure we're getting the whole thing. And I'm going to move it to be over here. I'm going to start everything over here. It almost fits in this area like that. That's very close to fitting. We're going to slip you in about here, let's say. Okay. Then we'll come over here, grab these, move the utilities to be on this side. So I can line up, get the gray walls and stuff. I like it. We'll move you guys kind of over here for now. It doesn't look like we're going to need a whole lot for cooling at all. Maybe on the vests, but certainly not the helmets. So might be able to just get rid of those, get rid of the coolers. Okay, we'll pop a couple of machines in. Honestly, we're going to need a lot of power, so I'm just going to drop them preemptively. Let's check our orders. And the big order is ready to fill. Done. Oh, the US loves us now, don't they? Okay, now let's turn the automation back on. And we'll just let our sales manager take all of our sales from here. So we have $33.5 million now. That's pretty good. I'm just saying, that's pretty good. I can scoot this back just a little bit more. Scoot back, scoot back, scoot back, scoot back. All of you. Scoot, 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 scoot. Right there ought to do it. Fantastic. Like it lines up with this, like the right on the wall too, like that. Which is actually not good, because that means that the workmen have to go a very specific path all the way around to fix these. And I actually don't want that, the maintenance guys, to have to do that. So I am going to move it back a little bit. So this is the perfect alignment. I want this to be here instead. It gives me a little bit of space for them to move around in. I guess I could have given them a walkway too. I still can. But let's not bother with that. What we're going to bother with, though, is making a template out of this. Just to prove it works first, though. We're going to grab a station. We'll pop you there. Hire a guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. The whole cycle works. Wait, I only have 14. Did I miscount? Or did I misclick? Nope, I misclicked. Okay, good. 15. Okay, that's pretty nice. We turned them all on just to test it out, right? So we got 20 rolls. That's going to get out. That's going to push, yeah, 75 per roll. So in 15 seconds, we get a bunch of Kevlar. And this just starts kicking it out like crazy. 1 per second. Oh, wait. Oh, I miscounted here, too. Never mind. Hang on, hang on. Eek. Oh, I can't turn this one on. No, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. We're going to do it really quickly. Add another station, just real fast. Turn it on. Okay. It's okay, actually, because this guy's managing the entire place and this one. So we can have another guy managing a whole nother row of this and that one, right? Okay, I just want to make sure that the whole sequence is playing out. So we're getting a lot of dried helmets, but we're not getting a whole lot of helmet frames. Why? This isn't on. That's why. I turn it on. I'm not sure why that wasn't on. It's because I connected it after the fact, right? So now you should be getting helmet frames. Good. All right. So helmet and case is coming here. We've got a lot of helmet fabric built up in here, but it should equal out. Eventually, it's going to be evened out. We actually don't have any fabric. Whoops. Whoops. Fabric sheet. Buy 150 of those, and then let's get a market. Let's get a market guy. Hang on. Market guy. Market guy. Also mechanics. 1, 2, 3, 4. How to do it. Yeah. And then I also want a market manager. High. And we'll get one market desk there for him to work in. And then we need the couches and stuff, so these guys don't get mad at me. I think there and there. Is it one over or? I forget. This looks okay, though. Yeah. It is one more in, though. Like that. Why isn't that highlighting all of them? That's so weird. Why isn't that highlighting them all? Do I have to move this over? A little bit, maybe? Like that? There it goes. Okay, that's weird. Fine, whatever. TV, there. Good. Okay, very good place to hang out. Enjoy that. Everyone likes plants. Okay, even if it doesn't highlight it before placing, it still works that way. Good. We're going to need tool benches for our mechanics, so let's pop that one there. And I'll pop another one to be like over here next to the door. Okay, sounds good. Patrol route-wise, not a big deal yet. And we're going to double this production because it looks like it's working. This looks like it's all working. 10 products done. Good. Okay, next. Let's move you to there. I want to copy all of this. Now that we know it works, copy all of this. All of this. Maybe not the boxer. I actually think we can get away with not including the boxing machine. But I think everything else, yes. Even that too. Let's make a template and we'll say this is helmets. Cool. Helmets are there. We place it and we just place it right here. Line it up perfectly with this one. That's what I hope to do anyway. As soon as the guys get the hell out of my way. Gah. Here, move you over to here. I want I need these guys to get the hell out of my way. I want to line it up perfectly so that the belts can be the same length. Right here ought to do it. It did not line up perfectly. I missed it by one. I am horrible. Move it, move it, move it. Now, actually, we can change this. We don't need this part, right? This part can go. And we replace that with a simple dispenser instead, right? Which allows us to get this closer because we're already overproducing by approximately double what we actually need. So we move this to be like right, line this up. Don't be cheap this time. Really, really look at it. All right, mean it. Mean what you say. That's lined up. Okay. So we line that up. Now, I don't know about the repairs. So we'll take a look and make sure this can still get repaired. But I believe it can. And then we can actually shift this in a little bit if we want to, just to save on floor space. So what we could do is we can move these in a little bit, like say here. Again, making sure it's perfectly lined up. We could go about like that. It's going to save us a little bit on floor space in exchange for, you know, an extra belt or two. Like, no big deal. Right? Do we want to do this? Am I doing this? Yeah, whatever. I'm just going to leave it there. This is no big deal. Actually, that might be fine as is. We'll check it. Okay, so all of this is done. You are going to export helmet frames. We have 10 in storage. Everything else is lined up and set for exactly what we need. And then we have this belt. Yeah, we have this belt. Just take everything. Oh, it almost works. We have this belt, just take everything over. And then we just get to share the boxing machine. That's fine, because it's all making the same stuff anyway. Okay. I want a tool bench. You know what? Like, you can put it right here. You are going to go right here. And then I can turn this all on as soon as I connect you. So I want to connect. Let's see. We're going to connect you, and that's it. 12 out of 16. Why is it only 12? Well, because I don't have to deal with heaters or the splitter or this. I'm only dealing with a dispenser this time. That's why it's 12. And I don't have to connect the boxing machine to this one. That works fine too. Turn this all on and see what happens. I want to make sure that this still gets dispensed where it needs to be. Also need to make sure there's a roll for this to make. So let's go to market. We'll get more resin and another, like, oh my god, I did 150 Kevlar rolls. Whoops. Turn the automation rules on and let's actually sort this. Resin tanks, we're gonna do, let's say, I don't know, 100 when our supply gets less than or equal to 20. Let's say we'll just make little micro orders. That's fine. And I also want to buy Kevlar rolls. We'll buy 2 of them when the supply gets to 0. Yeah, when it gets to 0, we'll buy 2. And that means there will be 1 roll per machine. Okay. So I think that's it. It looks like this is distributing okay. Doesn't need this, so let's cancel that. And I think this will also work that way. Let's double check. I want to make sure also we're getting full supply here. Fabric sheet. Oh, right. We don't have fabric sheets. Hang on. Market, fabric sheet, buy a bunch. Thank you. And then go to automation rules. I need fabric sheets. Let's buy 200 of them when our supply drops to less than 40, let's say. Good. Okay. So that should be everything. Should be. And looks like that's happening just fine too. It feels weird, like it's gonna screw up at some point. I'm gonna pop that there. It's fine. And then Kevlar helmets. We're done. Helmets are done. Isn't that nice? It's nifty. Now we have tons of spare power. So let's take a look and see what it's gonna take to make vests. Kevlar armor. It is exactly the same. Wow. It is identical. Yes. Okay then. So all we're going to have to do then is pop helmets in place. We'll pop this to be, I guess, right over here. We can fit... Yeah, we'll just pop this in over here. I want to move this out of the way. There we go. We'll move everything else up. So we'll just take all of you, all of you, all of you, all of you. Just make sure you're highlighting everything. Yep. And then we'll move it to where it lines up right about... I just want it to be staggered from this. Ugh, I hate this mouse right now. There. There. So it's the output is staggered from that. Perfect. Okay, this is going to be easy to set up anyway. So instead of the helmet, we're going to output the Kevlar vest instead, or the Kevlar armor instead. And we want Kevlar, instead of the helmet fabric, we want the vest fabric. Instead of the helmet encased, we want the vest encased. Instead of the helmet dried, we want the vest dried. And instead of the helmet pressed, we want the vest pressed. Right? It's kind of the same. Helmet formed, vest formed, helmet sheet, vest sheet, and Kevlar sheet's all the same. Same thing. Somehow we have 100. I bought way too many Kevlar rolls, man. Way too many. You know what we should do is turn this on as soon as possible so that we get some of those Kevlar rolls over here. So we're going to do that. Now you used to be helmet frame. Now you're going to be vest frame. Vest case. Yeah, vest case. Okay. And then this is the same stuff. Everything is identical in that way. So we're ready to rock. Yeah, should be ready to rock. So all we need now is the stations to turn these on. So let's grab another station. We'll pop you there. We're going to need one extra station, right? Same thing as last time. Higher for this. This one is going to grab you. No, wait, not you. Not you. Okay. You're gonna grab, yep, you. Yep, and that's 14. Why is that only 14? I missed one. I must have. Normally it's 15. Wait, what? Oh, the boxing machine. We don't have to manage that. That's why. Okay, cool. So you can manage all of that. Cool, turn it on. So turning that on, we're gonna get the Kevlar sheets made because we have tons of rolls. Gets merged, goes into tanks, goes into, not tanks, goes into pressed, sorry, formed, gets dried, moves to the encasement. The fabric gets kicked out, and we actually don't have enough fabric. Here we go, yep, we ordered more. And I should start seeing the case get kicked out here pretty quickly. Should. Just double checking here. Not sure why we're not getting the case. Oh, we don't have plastic blocks. The other thing I'm not buying. Fine, I bought it. What are you gonna do about it? Gosh, I'm losing it today, man. Plastic blocks, same thing, 200 when our supply falls to less than 40, let's say. Go. Okay. So now I should see the vest getting kicked out. It gets like scooted over a little bit too. It's weird. So K vest encasement. Here we go. Yeah, there we go. And then one of them is falling into here. Perfect. I want to go ahead and copy this now, so I don't have to redo this. Right? I'll just have this be exactly the same. It's fine. Well, not exactly the same because we do want it. We do want a little bit of change here, but it's pretty close to exactly what we're looking for. And then we'll just have this, and we'll say this is vest 2. I don't know, whatever. All right, move you out of the way, and then go to vest 2, and drop you in right. Looks like it's gonna fit here, but it's because of, yeah, okay, so this needs to be slightly adjusted. I'm gonna move you down to here. And then let's slide you over. That'll do. Okay. And now these should all just nuzzle, get in there nice and close. Hug each other. Okay, machines. Hug each other. Right. Ah, interesting. Okay, and it's no big deal. Well, they can be just a little bit further apart. Whatever. It's because of how that... Yeah, it's because of how that's spaced out. The important thing is that these machines are lined up. So that'll do. Because that makes this lined up. So now we'll just add a long belt. We'll add 2 long belts. We'll add a single long belt. Okay. And then you are now going to output... No, you're outputting the same thing. Yep, this is a fabric helmet. Want to change this to the K vest. You're going to be a vest, or Kevlar armor. Fine. You're going to be the vest encased. You are now going to output the vest cases. Dried, vest pressed, K vest form, K vest sheet. You are outputting resin. We know that already. And you're doing the Kevlar sheets. And then all of you are managed by this guy, who is totally not a tool. He is a productive member of our team. His name is Billy. And he is, well, okay, he's a politician's son, so we don't really respect him like the rest of the people here who have earned their spot, right? You know, that guy. Yeah, it's a shame, but you know, Billy's, he's all right. He doesn't have a big head on his shoulders, at least. You know, he's humble about it, so that's good. He could have been like you know who my daddy is? He could have been like that, but he's not. you know, thankfully he's a great guy. So we like Billy, despite his questionable upbringing, you know, and his dad's politics, warmonger and all. But I mean, we like warmongers here. It's not that big of a deal, really. I mean, it's kind of our business. Without warmongers, we would not have $38 million. So, all right, that should be enough storage for this. For the time being, that should be enough. But look at all this stuff, man. This is wild. So crazy. How come these machines are off? Huh? Why are those machines off? Did I lose somebody? Did I just not hire enough? See, all these things being highlighted still. It's like, go away. Because you're really screwing with me. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with these highlighted machines. The non-stop. Even these two things over here are still highlighted. How do I stop them from being highlighted? Can I, like... I don't know. It's just like, what do I do with these things? Put this over here. Put this over here. Let's get some patrol routes going for our repair guys. We'll have one just kind of circle the area, which is a lot of room to cover, I admit. But, oh wow, my camera froze. I admit it's not exactly the best route in the world for you, but it's just like an go all over the place sort of route, and we'll have two of you do that. That's fine. As long as we have tool benches stationed throughout, you shouldn't have any issues, I wouldn't think. This'll do. And this'll do for sure. Yeah, that's plenty of benches for you guys. Okay. So guys, I think that's gonna do it for the episode today. I mean, I think we've done some really great stuff. We got helmet production, and we've got vests. You know, Kevlar armor and Kevlar helmets. We're making them both, and the orders are coming in for them too, and we're filling them. Look at these active orders. Oh, okay. I was like, there's only 2 left. We're making them all, but that's not the case actually. We have boot orders, right? We're making boots. We're not making a lot of boots. I could probably make a lot more boots. This might be too many helmets and too much armor and too many helmets as is, right? It could be, so we could use the rest of the space over here for maybe boots, to add boots to how much we're producing, right? I mean, there's all sorts of things we could do. So I think the next video, we're gonna make the ST9 pistols, and then after the ST9 pistols, I'll make boot production here. You guys have already seen how boots go, so I'll make boots right here just so we have extra supply being kicked out for orders, so it doesn't become a bottleneck. And then next video, we'll start with the ST9 pistols. I want to do that in the factory that's already making the rifles, because there's that little space available there. If we can't do it, fine, whatever. We'll do it somewhere else. And then after that, we're doing explosives. And at that point, we'll probably have $100 million, have every single achievement to date, and we'll be waiting for more updates on Gunsmith. So maybe like 3 more videos left, and that's it. Probably. Maybe not even that. Maybe we can get it all done in 2. I have no idea. Come on back for the next one, though. There's definitely going to be one more. So I will see you guys then. Thank you very much for joining me. I appreciate you watching. Appreciate your comments, your likes, your shares, and all that stuff, all the support there. Check out our Discord channel as well. We have a wonderful community there, and I frequently do giveaways. I've done 2 Steam gift card giveaways in our Discord already. You might be able to get yourself in on the action if you'd like. Take care, everybody. We'll see ya. Bye-bye.